Hello everyone, I'm your host, Boss Zombie. Welcome back to the Elder Scrolls Online. Blackwood. Alright, we're near Stone Wastes. And we have someone named Ajima, who looks distressed.
You and Tom will get that monster Sadal at bay. Thank you.
Why are you talking about Sid? Okay, that's fine.
I don't know where I'll go, but I can't stay here. Bandits destroyed my home, cut down my family, and took everything I had. How can they do this? If they were Imperial rats, I'd understand. But fellow Argonians... there's not much left, I'm afraid.
Bandit destroyed your home? How did this happen?
A warlord named Nazosa moved his people into the nearby ruins. They come every so often and demand our food and supplies. Then they beat us when there's nothing to hand over. Some try to fight back, but without our protectors, we're no match.
What happened to your protectors?
We call them the Winds. The bandits killed one, and the others refused to leave their isolation and help us. Perhaps you could convince them? An outsider's voice may change their minds.
Can you speak up?
No doubt the village will reward you if the Winds see reason.
Alright.
You're the first bit of hope I've seen in a long while. I don't know if it'll work, but talking to the Winds can't hurt. Go see Noozle, near the center of the village. He's overseeing the wounded from the last attack. He'll know what to do next.
Are you still leaving town?
I must. I know it's shameful to abandon your tribe, but staying means too much pain. I see visions of my mate everywhere. Not real ones, just memories. Starting fresh, well, it won't wash away visions. But what else can I do?
You guys need to boost the audio on her just a little bit. It's a little too...
I was tired of walking anyway.
non-existent. Oh, the still houses. Any treasure chests? There's one. Oh, intermediate. Do you mind? I'm trying to...
Roll! Roll if you can!
Why would I? Okay, some gloves. Honestly, frostbite set stuff is great to find because if you get lucky and deconstruct it, you'll get an ivory brigade clasp or whatever they're called. And then those you can use for furnishing building. Noozle. Nukes. Oh. Oh, hey, melon. I can make those as furnishing. They're surprisingly hard to find.
A stranger wandering through stone wastes. Have the scavengers arrived to pick the bones of our village? If that's why you came, well, there's not much left.
What's
We are
happening back
already
there?
squeezed dry.
Ajima asked me to find you. She said Naxosa. I already forgot how to say it. And his bandits have attacked Stone Waste.
Yes. She told me about her plans to leave us. Can't say I blame her. When that total Zilnek of a warlord Nazosa moved his people into our ruins, shadows crept upon us. At one time, we had protectors to keep us safe. But no more.
Ajima mentioned them. The Winds?
Those are them. The legendary Four Winds. They defended our village until one day they had some big argument. After that, they disbanded. 3 moved to the outskirts of the village and 1 stayed. She died during a raid by Nazosa's people.
I'm here to convince the remaining Winds to join forces and remove Nazosa.
Oh, good. Slivers of bright sun might poke through this storm with your help. Let's start with Elosi, the sudden gust. She lives on the outskirts of town in a hut to the northwest. I should join you so that she doesn't kill you on sight.
Can you tell me more about these 4 Winds?
Of course. Makes sense you would want to know more. The Four Winds have always wandered this region, defending villages from bandits and such. Ever since our ancestors erected the first hut, 4 warriors with unique skills have roamed the marsh.
They live forever?
No. When the wind dies, the title passes to another of their choosing. There's a big celebration with drinks and dancing. And little bonding, if you understand. We treasure the Four Winds. I do not know why they abandoned us.
Can you tell me about the living winds?
Well, I already mentioned Elosi, the sudden gust. She glides upon her prey better than the quietest hackwing. Then there is Myrta, the Zephyr Eternal, a practitioner of old Argonian magics. Not very sociable, so do not let him get to you.
And the others?
Otumi Ra, the unrelenting gale. Stronger than an ox and tougher than a Hajmota. Fun at parties, too. A much nimbler dancer than you would expect. Then there was Satul Sa, the steady breath. The only one to stay here and protect us. But no more.
How did Satulsa die?
When those bandits first came to raid our village, she fought them off easily. We thought that was the end of it. But soon they returned. And something had changed. They cut her down like a rotted tree. We have not been free of them since.
What can you tell me about the bandits?
As a guess, I would say they are Lutilio, sharp-eyed people. A petty tribe who revel in preying on other Argonians. They build nothing, but have no problem leeching off others to survive. May their spirits never find dirt.
What about the warlord Nazoza?
Oh, he is a vicious, cackling hyena. The first time I saw him, I swear, his eyes were as black as a well. Quick with a blade, too. He made the first blow when Satul Sa fell. I will never forget his laugh as she bled. Like I said, a total Zilnek.
Tell me about yourself.
Well, I used to be the local blacksmith. I do good work, nothing special. But it keeps the village doors from falling off and the tools sharp. Since Nazosa, though, all I can do is patch up the injured after a raid. There is nothing left to smith.
Have you considered fighting back yourself?
Of course I have, Ojel. Do you think I can see the wreckage of my village and not feel a fire in my gut? But I am no warrior. I am a smith. It is good to know who you are, even if it brings limitations.
Oh, maybe you'll inherit the title of the one who died. Oh, she has like a sensor. No, what does she have? What are those called? Those types of, Oh, there's one that you can use them in
And we're off.
Phasmophobia.
Don't worry about me. I can keep up.
What the hell are they called? Smudge sticks. It's like a smudge stick almost.
Here's Elosi's hut. She may not be home, but let's check just in case.
That game has so much promise, but it needs content so badly.
It doesn't look like she's home. Let's see if we can figure out where she went.
I love these mushroom planters. Too bad you can't make them yourself. Your thoughts?
Nowhere to be seen. But all her belongings look like she was just here. You know, a less confident Argonian might start to take this personally.
Do you have any idea where she might be then?
Not off the top of my head, but she can't be too far. It looks like she was just preparing a meal here, so perhaps she went looking for herbs? Let's search around. I think I know a spot.
Lead the way. Oh,
Ah, Elosi, we weren't doing anything.
You bring a stranger into my home, Noozle?
hello. You arrived like a sudden gust at a picnic. That's the line, right?
An outsider entering my home unbidden seeks death. You only live because the annoying blacksmith who joins you is familiar to me. But this pause is a temporary state. Speak then. What is so urgent that you would break into my home?
The village needs your help. Bandits have taken everything they own.
Distressing news. It seems my great fear has come to pass. Where then is Satul Sa? She would never leave the villages undefended. Even once we decided our time was at an end, she insisted on staying.
A warlord named Nazosa killed her. The village is undefended.
Dead? Satul Sa? She was the smartest and wisest of us all. This is impossible. And yet, since Nuzul brought you, it must be true. The consequences of my selfish choice meant the death of my dear friend. Such a bitter lesson.
So will you help then?
You shall have my aid, if you perform a simple task. When I retired, I buried my blades deep in the ground. Go north to the ruins, retrieve them for me so that I may avenge Satul Sa. Be warned, as I made certain they are well protected.
Okay.
My daggers represented a life I thought I left behind. If you are serious about my help, find them, bring them back, and I will become the sudden gust once more.
Why'd you give up the daggers?
You asked to hear a long tale, one that I do not wish to tell, and may not have the right to tell. Be satisfied with this. A tree is not merely its trunk or branches or roots. It is also its seed. And so a tree without seeds is nothing at all.
It seems the village still has need of you, though.
Indeed. So it does. I may have failed it, but I cannot change the past. I can, however, change its future. With my weapons, I can fight this Nazosa and defend the stone wastes once more.
Okay.
I'll follow right along behind you.
Oh, I thought you were staying back there.
These rooms look uninviting. Let's be careful.
Where are they? Oh, Sharp Eye. Oh, there they are.
Well, a cache of daggers in the ruins. They must be Elosi's.
So, you have skills.
Do I? I didn't do much.
Even if you did let me sneak up on you. Let's speak.
Maybe we shouldn't speak so close to those two.
Your test is complete, and with barely a scale out of place. Impressive. Do you like my blades? The hilt is Kaguti bone, and Mirta himself enchanted them. Back when I could tolerate the withered toad.
Will you use them to aid the village?
Of course I will. I was always going to. But I needed to see if you could fight by my side. Also, I wanted to finish my meal. I will meet you in the village center, unless you need something more from me.
We want to find the other winds. Do you know where they are?
I see. You wish to bring us all back together. Well, a promise was made, and I will keep it. Go southeast to find the dingy hovel where Mirta resides. Look beneath the dirt and rock, and you'll find him. Just don't tell him I sent you.
Okay. Mirta. He's the magic one, I guess. There's a lot of these guys around.
I had heard that Mirta retreated to a cavern for solitude and study. Let's look near there and see if we can find any clues.
Well, here's a cavern. This is not the way to go. Oh, this is. Wow. It's quite a home you've made.
These ruins, like nothing I've seen.
Perhaps more in the ruins.
Ooh, that's a cool looking effect on your... Is it ice? I don't know what that is.
Do these runes have the same derivation? Maybe if I replace... Wait. What? Who are you? Why are you interrupting me? Leave here immediately! Oh, you brought that dusty blacksmith from the village? You must need something.
Bandits threaten the stone waste. Satul-sa is dead. We need to request your help.
That sounds like a whole bunch of not my business.
Oh, I like
Can't you
him.
see I am busy with my studies here? I don't have time to involve myself in the toils of others. Satul-sa brought this on herself. Had she any sense of reason, she'd be alive.
The village needs you. They'll be overrun without aid.
Was I not clear? Have Nixads stolen my tongue? I said, be gone! Whatever their troubles are, I'm sure it looks much worse to you than it really is. My work, however, could change history. Go!
At least tell us where to find Otumi Ra.
Ka! You're seeking help from that drunken lout? You'd be better off on your own than with him. But if it gets you out of my scales, you can find him on the southwest edge of the forest near the cliffside. I trust you'll be disappointed.
Fine.
So far, only half successful. Let's go find Otumi Ra's
Can't
hut.
believe he hit me. He hit me with it's a whole bunch of not my business. He really hit me with it. I guess this is the house here? Oh, I thought he was dead for a second. Hello?
Don't eat the plate, too. Just one more. Those frogs dancing.
Otumi Ra, can you hear me?
No knives. Have you shouted, Satul-sa?
Yes, we came about Satul-sa. Wake up.
No mud puddles for you, sir. Ah, Kayak.
Ooh, I like his little farm he has.
No response. I suppose Myrtau was right. This is the worst I have ever seen Otumi Ra get. Maybe this is what happens when the life of the party no longer has something to celebrate. Let us see. Wait, I have an idea on how to snap him out of it.
What are you thinking?
A briar that grows out this way might help. The seed is inedible and it smells awful, especially to Argonians. If we get a couple of those, the smell will overwhelm him and wake him up. If anything is going to work, that will.
Sounds good. Where do we find them?
I seem to remember a field of waking seeds grows to the east of here. Gather a handful, then come back. I will keep an eye on this hero of legends in the meantime. I should warn you, some creatures are attracted to the smell. Keep your scales moist.
I guess that means keep your eyes
Let's
peeled.
ride!
Okay, so we're looking for plants. If you're fast enough, you don't have to deal with the Horver. Nice. Where else? Oh, it's a big area. There has to be more. Man, they could really make the indicators stand out just a little better. Oh, wait, there's one. Ooh, decorative wax. Very nice.
You're back. There's, no change here.
Wait, this isn't the position he was sleeping, was it? I feel like he moved.
Okay, I can already smell them on you. You do not even need to ask. Put them right up to Otumira's nose. Let him get a big old whiff. Hopefully that snaps him right out.
And if that doesn't work?
Well, the only plan I have next is gathering more seeds and shoving them right up his snout. He does not have a choice. Our village needs his help.
That is awful. Oh, what? Who are you?
Hello.
Oh, what horrific stench of dead mules and fried dung have you thrust upon me? All I wish is a gentle slumber under the open skies and upon the mud. Does not a retired fighter for peace deserve such rest? Speak, brigand!
I come on behalf of the village. Saitulsa is dead and they are under attack.
No, my greatest friend, and I hoped one day my mate, if she would ever agree. Dead? How can I bear such enormous tragedy as this? Lay the facts onto the stone, stranger. Who has earned my unyielding, roiling anger?
A warlord named Naxosa. I can't remember how to say that guy's name. Raids the village and kills its people. They need your help.
A battle against murderers and thieves. These are the types of trials I live for. Or at least I used to. I imagine you and the blacksmith wish to join my struggle for freedom and revenge. Join me. I must celebrate, my friend, and test your mettle.
Lead on.
Join me inside. We'll see what you're made of.
Oh, we gonna fight? Nice house. Wow, that's quite a keg.
All right, my newest friend. By joining me, you choose to engage in the challenge of my choice. Only through completing this test of your endurance and stamina shall I know your worth as a warrior. Do you believe yourself prepared?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I can sense that raging fire in your stout heart. I suspect you have slain many a foe in your travels. But if we are to go into battle together, I must put a fire in your belly as well. And so, we're going to do a drinking contest.
You wish to challenge me to drink alcohol?
What else? Show me that you hold the same strong will that makes for the greatest of warriors. Oh, chum, we shall see if you can withstand the greatest of Argonian ales and wines. Plus, this should help numb the rodents gnawing in my head.
Ah, hair of the dog. I accept. How should we begin?
The drinks are in front of me. You may choose what we drink. Be warned, mixing Argonian spirits can fell the stoutest outsider. If you do not believe yourself up to the task, you may leave now. I will call you many rude names as you flee, though. Now choose a drink and get started.
A perfect drink.
Oh, right, I'll give this a try. For the village, right?
Is this actually...
I don't feel so good.
So we got... Oh! Well, that didn't last. Okay, so there's different colors. Okay. If you drink gold root wine... so red before gold... Oh my god, there's a lot to read here. So right before gold. We can't drink that unless I have something substantial in my stomach first, such as a handful of berries or hock of meat. Honey mead. Greenish hue. So that's herbs and honey. Okay, wild berries. Okay, so there's... Oh my god. So what are the colors here? Gold, blue, green, red. So gold has to be last, I think, and red has to be before that. Green is the herb, so blue must be the berries. So blue, red, gold, but where does green come in? Perfect for finishing.
I
Okay,
don't
so
suppose we have anything to cook.
blue... No. Green, red... No. Blue, red, gold... Okay. Blue.
Ah, good start. But let's see how you do with even more.
Red.
Bitter, isn't it? I make that myself, from whatever I find around the hut.
Then gold.
Ha! Oh, I thought you'd fall to the ground like good noozle after that one. One more!
And then green.
The final one, and still you stand. A will made of true iron you must have. Come, let's speak.
How am I not sick after all that?
Impressive. Such strength, such power, such a stomach. I did not know they made outsiders who could stand against the might of Argonian ale. Would you like to continue? Not as part of the test, just for a wonderful time.
No, thank you. Does this mean you'll join us?
Of course. I was always going to. This test was just to see if I would allow you to join me, or cut you down for waking me up. But you passed. Let us link arms and bring the fight to those who slew my dear Satulsa.
Good. It's 2 of the 3 remaining wins. Hopefully that is enough.
2 of the 3? Let me guess. Mirta refused.
How'd you know?
Do not be fooled. He has a good soul, but his mood is as legendary as my strength. Here, take my banner and place it on the cliff above my hut. He won't be able to stand knowing I'm going into a fight that he isn't, so don't worry. He'll be there.
Interesting. Noozle, you gonna be okay?
No, you go ahead. I am just going to stay here for a bit.
Oh, poor guy.
Have no fear for the blacksmith. Some waking seeds shall fix him up.
Uh-oh. Sorry, Noozle. I guess taste of your own medicine. I gotta put a banner? Hey, why did I get off my mount? Banner. Wow, that's... Calling that a banner is quite generous. That's at most a shriveled up, rinky-dink little flag. Wait, did I see a heavy sack? No, I didn't. Okay.
Still standing, chum? Legs aren't wobbling from fear or drink? No, I don't suppose I need worry about that for someone with your epic fortitude. Voss, do you see? The villagers join us. Our arrival gives them hope. This is your work.
Will it be enough to defeat Nazaza? No, Zaza?
Oh, more than enough. These people feel a deep fire in their bellies, but someone needed to fan it until the flames shoot out their mouths. We have done this very thing. And with the addition of 3 winds of stone wastes, we are unbeatable.
3, but Mirta isn't here.
You're right, he isn't here with us. But make no mistake, I spent many turns of the season at his side. He's brash and filled with bees, but you'll find few with stronger character.
Bees?
He'll be here, if he isn't lurking around already.
That's a saying. Filled with bees. Wow, you are a very tall lady. I like the weird eyebrow things you got going on there.
Ah, you arrive. And you managed to rouse Otumira. An impressive act, especially for an outsider such as yourself. I feel grateful for your efforts in bringing us back together. Now, however, we shall see how you fare in a fight.
Are you ready for what's to come?
Of course I am. How silly to even ask. The winds of stone wastes have stood up to much worse than a flimsy army and a paper mud crab such as this warlord Nazosa. This will be no trouble.
But somehow they were able to kill Satul Sa.
That is true. Perhaps you are right that I should not underestimate the danger that might be present behind those walls. But by the same token, he should not have killed one of our own. If he sought to frighten the winds, he failed.
Nuzul, how you doing?
It is good to see you. At least I think that is you. I could be having ale visions again. Anyway, you have done it. The winds have reunited, ready for battle. Because you convinced them. Well, 2 of them, at least.
What's their plan?
Well, as Otumira carried me back to the village, we started discussing you. And how strong, courageous, and wise you are. And attractive, too. Did I mention that?
No? What are you getting at?
We hoped you might join their assault on the ruins. Help drive out Nazosa and his dry-scaled thugs. There needs to be a 4th wind. That's what the legend tells us. If you join them with this, they cannot fail. Plus, I will pay you more.
I'll join them. Where do we start?
Lead the charge when you are ready, outsider. The winds will be at your back.
Let's take care of Nazosa.
Once again, I fight by your side, Otumira. My scales have itched for this moment.
Let your blades sing their horrible song, Elosi. I delight in the tune.
Hey, dum-dums.
Off with you, Swit!
Oh, you guys aren't gonna... Okay. Oh, an alchemist. When did they add... Alchemist is a class that got added with Murkmire, right? I think?
We are under attack! Those dumb villagers think they can take us!
My friend! Up here!
Hold the line,
I have need of
cowards,
you!
And protect those weapons!
Oh, I can feel the power surging in me once again. Such a battle! Do you think you can help me with this thing? In my youth, I could topple 3 such pillars with a swift kick. But all things age, even me.
Why do you want to push us over?
Why does anyone want to push anything over? To smash stuff, of course. You outsiders ask such ridiculous questions. I want the catapults below in splinters. So yes, I can push this most of the way. I just need your extra shove to finish the task.
Okay.
Oh, I was hatched ready, you hilarious Deek Biko.
Deek
Here we
Biko?
go.
No, good push, me.
A crushing like none other. Now hurry, seek out Nazosa.
Okay.
Psst. Outsider. Over here. Quickly.
What's up?
Look. Up above us. Prisoners from the village kept for sick entertainment. How many of them are thought dead, never to return home? I can release them, but I'll need your help.
What do you need from me?
You see those pulleys up there? They control the cell doors. I can cut them, but someone needs to open the grate in front of them. Under the southwest tree, you'll find a crank. Turning it will open the grate. Then, I can free them.
That's pretty high up. Can you get up there?
Huh. Don't worry. This I can manage. Just open the grate for me, so I can work.
I'll get it open.
Once you turn the crank, I can reach the other, and the cell should unlock.
And another alchemist. Okay, pulley.
Villagers are complete cowards! Alright, don't cry for mummy.
I never thought to see the day. Thank you.
Hey, everyone's happy. Wow.
Continue the fight. Remove these pests from our home.
Okay. not much of a heated battle. It's kind of a few guys and...
Ah, finally you show. Boss, I have need of you.
Okay.
Perhaps you are surprised to see me here ahead of you? Mirta has many secret abilities that baffle the unlearned. But you reached this far on your own, so I am impressed. I would ask your assistance in my attempts to clean out our guests.
I thought you weren't joining us.
Oh, please. You knew I would show the moment you placed that banner. Did you really think I'd let Otumi Ra revel in all the glory by himself? Rubbish. He knows that he's useless without me here.
What are you doing?
I think I know how Nazosa killed Satul Sa. Do you see these weapons? Some mammal liquor enchanted them. With these, a handful of limp fins could fell the strongest of warriors. This is how they killed Satul Sa, and mean to kill the other winds.
How can we stop them?
We destroy them, of course, but I need the binding word for the enchantment. I refuse to leave these weapons alone, so you need to retrieve it. There's a library of sorts just to the east. Search through the books in there, and you should find it.
Okay.
Look for a scroll that was recently manhandled by brutes.
Wow, this is quite a library, actually.
I'm still here. Thanks for asking.
Why are you up there? Ooh, fire.
I should have come down here more often when I lived in the village. These tomes are out of date, certainly, but an interesting history. Well, I suppose we're in a battle and shouldn't delay. Did you find the binding word?
Here it is.
Ah, astute. There is hope for you yet. I'll make sure these weapons trouble us no more. Now we can land the final blow, and the warlord won't have a counter.
What do you suggest?
Remove his symbol of authority. Walk into his chambers and pull down his banners. That way, his troops will know he is broken. If they don't outright turn on themselves, they'll likely steal what they can and flee. Hired hands are fickle. Now then, let me see what I can do with these.
Well, they're not glowing in blue anymore. Ooh.
Think you can... We took everything else. Time to take your lives!
Nice hat, doofus. Actually, we're...
Do you want to brag about that, or should I?
You're welcome to. Oh, isn't this a Deadwater
The
banner?
banner burns! Warlord Nazosa has fallen! Scatter! Everyone for themselves! Grab what you can.
Wasn't that the guy who voices Sheogorath? Wasn't that the same voice actor? And Ard Kadok? That sounded very much like him. I know he voices a lot of characters in this game. What's this guy doing? Just taking a nap? Can I cook here? No.
I never used to fight this much, until I met you.
Gold may be the root of evil, but we all need root.
They did it! The bandits flee!
The village belongs to us again. Sing for the winds.
Sun, bless the winds. They freed us.
Oh.
Here you stand, the stranger who drifted through the mud to save us. And to think, I assumed you were a crow come to pick our bones. We can live in peace once again. And the legend of the winds will continue.
Do you think they'll remain together?
Who can ever guess the wind's direction? But I choose to believe so. We reminded them of their strength when they worked together. I suppose you came for the promised reward. From my claws to my tail, I say this in earnest. You deserve this. I do not think we will have much trouble rebuilding. Plenty of supplies in the marsh. And of course, we have the best blacksmith who ever wallowed to craft our tools. My spine feels electric from all this hope. Not quite used to it.
What will you do now?
After we rebuild the village and I know we are truly safe, I may start selling my wares in other towns. Go north to Dryskin Lands. I want to be like the winds, traveling around, taking in the sights, living a better life.
Okay. But they never really... No, they're not going to select a new wind?
Oh, I stayed away from this life for too long. Solitude is no way to spend my days.
What will you do now?
Come on now. I suspect the knowledge of what I plan lurks within your strange but impressive belly. I will drink. We all will. For many, many nights. Then, perhaps, I will finally choose a student.
How will you do that?
Feats of strength. Or perhaps I will test their knowledge of the most offensive words in Gel. No warrior can ignite their sinew without shouting something horrible. Until then, I know the village is safe. This satisfies me.
There are a lot of relieved villagers here, thanks to your efforts. Well done, friend.
What does the future hold for you?
The future? I know of no such thing. Today, I will help the village rebuild. I quite like the hidden life out in the woods, but perhaps it was not the life I was meant to live. The shadows are an absence, where the light brings life.
Poetic. Grumpy guy?
Ah, it's you. I see you made it through relatively unscathed, and you managed to follow my instructions. Twice. I saw the banner burn. Quite the accomplishment for someone who consistently puts themselves on death's threshold.
This was once your life not too long ago.
Such an upstart bog dog. You know nothing of the journey of Mirta. Yes, I did face death on a frequent basis, but you have seen my power. Nothing can stand tall before me. Also, I had companionship back then. We fought for peace. It was good.
What will you do now?
Without delay, I will return to my studies. Now that I know the library within the ruins holds treasures, I expect to spend many days there. However, perhaps I should renew my bonds with the other winds and train someone new. The peace must be kept.
Okay. Well, before we wrap things up here, I need to head over this way. There's apparently just a quest giver way out here in the middle of nowhere. I was taking a look at the information while they were talking, but apparently south of Seetsay, this place, there's supposed to be a guy that wants you to...
I hope we find more than trouble here.
wants you to find something. So here's Seetsay, now we head south. I don't see a lot standing out. There's a boss over there. I don't think we want that guy. And this is the Stone Wastes. That's Ojil Bach. There's a quest called Tome of Shadow.
Let's not get separated. I'd rather not be alone in this place.
Because it involves Seetsay, but it's not the quest. Oh, treasure chest. It's not the quest that we did here. Let's just check the perimeter. Man, it has to be somewhat close by. Did I think I maybe even run into the guy while exploring around here. Oh, where was he? Maybe it was north, not south. There's a boss that way. Where could he be? Because I think I found him looking over a body. Oh, this lady.
There is an aura of death about you. A quiet death. Well,
The
the next step
ruin.
is the ghost of civilization. I thought I sensed something savage.
Alright, show me.
I cast you from this form, spirit. May Azora's light guide you home.
Oh,
No slip-on entrails, mortal. I'll return, and when I do, I will be seeing to you first.
why was there a hag raven?
May the spirits leave you in peace. Safe travels.
Huh. I guess she wasn't a phony. Go figure. Where's this quest giver, though? Okay, I'm just doubling back at this point. Maybe I'll end the episode and I'll begin the next one once I found him. I know he has to be around here. I recall he was like in a structure. Maybe that's not the... Oh wait, here he is! Oh, so I was completely off.
Zitze, if your path leads to that nest of stone, stranger, I have a request to make of you.
Oh my god, your
I
eyes.
whispered a prayer to the shadow of Atakota, and now you stand before me, an agent of change who appears in my hour of need. Yes, this will do. I have a task for you.
What's that?
Before me are the bones of a Niswo, a priest of Sithis, who died searching for a special tome. I seek to whisper the proper words to ferry Neshté's soul through the void and back to the Hist, but that cannot happen until the tome is found.
What do you need me to do?
I need you to venture inside the Zitze stone nest and locate the Night Wielder's tome. I will mark your map with the place Neshté thought it most likely to be. Bring the tome to me, so Neshté may find his path. You will not go unrewarded.
Okay.
I would retrieve the tome myself, but I fear the Sulzan who inhabit Zitze and killed Neshté will try to disturb his remains. I must stay here and guard them. Strike the Sulzan down if they threaten you. Claim the tome and return.
Sulzan?
A tribe that has lost their way. They worship violence and chaos above all. Their callousness brings unwanted strife and bloodshed to the marshes. They are dangerous, particularly to outsiders.
Why would they kill an Argonian priest?
The Niswo and the Sulzan may both embrace impermanence, but they do so in drastically different ways. Likely the tome is something that should remain in the protection of the clutch of Niswo. Perhaps they killed him, so they might keep it.
Can you tell me more about this tome?
I have never seen it for myself. It is said to be a tome of shadow magic written by a dry-skinned man by the name of Azra Nightwielder. I have reason to believe it is highly dangerous, though I have heard the runes within cannot be read by mortal eyes.
What book is this? Then how was it written?
The Niswo see with more than eyes. Perhaps this shadow mage does as well. I know little of him, besides the fact that dry skins credit the name with the creation of shadow magic. An absurd notion, but many think discovery the same as invention.
Why does this tome need to be found before Neshte can pass on?
The two are bound. Niswo Neshta's soul cannot properly pass until the mission he pursued so fervently in life is resolved. His sense of purpose was so strong, it carries on. If we finish his work, his death need not have been in vain.
Why is it your job to perform the last rites for this priest?
I am Vovaste, an apprentice. All priests must first take on the role of Volvaste before becoming a Niswo themselves. Niswo Neshte was my mentor. So you see why this matter is very important to me.
Is performing last rites the job of a Volvaste?
Though I am not yet a Niswo, as his apprentice, I feel it is my duty. In life, this was Neshta's path to walk. Now, he will walk with me, through shadow and void, through river and root, through death and change.
This guy has a cool voice. Alright, back into Sisei. Of course. The Night Wielder's Tome. That almost sounds familiar. Night Wielder's Tome. Now, they did a clever job with making it so you can't go certain places. This might end up being a little...
This looks ripe for adventure. Maybe a tad overripe.
And this might be a longer episode, but I don't think this should be a long quest if it's just go in and get a book and get out. The Night Wielder's Tome. Let me look that up. Night Wielder's Tome. Okay, I imagine it's inside the building. Of course it is. What the hell was... Why did it jump like that?
Maybe I should have joined the buoyant armigers.
Oh, that almost looked like that Argonian behemoth wasn't going to bother us if I just let him keep eating. Oh well. Okay, so where is it? It is over there. This delve really reminds me of the Teeth of Sithis delve in Murkmire. It's got that kind of similar in and out style to it.
They're coming for us.
Fearmonger. Bye. I'm just wondering what they're going to pull off for Deadlands. Like, Cold Harbor is one thing because a lot of stuff led up to Cold Harbor, and a big part of Cold Harbor is that it's captured lots of parts of Nirn in it. So, like, you have plenty of diversity of characters. But the Deadlands aren't quite like that. So, I'd be curious to see what they're going to do with that. I guess the fastest way would just be keep going this way.
Beck, I hope you're watching.
It's weird that the floor traps get highlighted when you're in combat. This way. Ow. Isn't there a northern exit to this place? Like you can go out the northern side somewhere? Where am I? I am actually, if I'm already on this side, I might as well just go this way. Yup. I don't see anything on this. Oh, lore. There's a whole lore page on Azra Night Wielder. Huh. What game? Appears in Shadow Key. I don't even know what game that is. It looks like one of the early PC ones. What? Wait, Crypt of Hearts? What? Crypt of Hearts was in... What is this game? What is Shadow Key? Elder Scrolls Travel Shadow Key. Oh, this came out in like the early 2000s. It's not that old. Oh, there's a chest here now. Hello, walks under shadow.
Ah, you return. I hope you did not have too much trouble. I feel as though something has shifted. Sithis has ushered in change. Tell me, did you find the Night Wielder's tome?
Yep.
I will see it safely tucked away with the clutch of Niswo. Your reward, as promised. Now, I must perform my rites as Soul Tender. You may observe if you wish. It would honor him to have another in attendance.
Okay.
Here now, clutchkin of nothing speakers. May your soul pass through the void beyond void and return to the Hist. Rivers 10 and 2 sundered into the shadow of one. Inelegant, but ever-changing. The Hist watches, the soul flows, and so be born again under nothing stars.
Whoa.
It is finished.
Well, that was cool.
The task is finished, and the rite is complete, as is our business here. I must return to the heart of the marsh to deliver the news. Until we meet again, you have my thanks.
What will you do now?
Now that my work here is done, I continue my studies. I am still Vovaste, and someday I will become a Niswo. Hopefully, one that would make Neshte proud. I will return to the marshes and find my way. Change will carry me to where I am needed.
How will you become a Niswa without your mentor?
Change is inevitable. The clutch of Niswo accounts for this in many ways. It is not a limitation. Neshte's soul has passed on and will return to the Hist. But my journey has only just begun. Be well. Perhaps we will see each other again.
Cool. I hope he shows up. He's a cool character. Alright. So now we're heading to Hutanzel and then Farmer's Nook. Alright. Okay. We'll continue. What is that over there? It's a bog dog. So we'll continue this in the next episode. So thanks for joining me. Come back, all the next stuff up real soon. But until then, bye.